Are you awake now? Good morning, everyone. But that clip still gets me fired up, no matter how many times I watch it. X11 Bravo. Good morning, Beckerman. Good morning, Jacob. Trev is here. Good morning. Zach is here. Evil Mike. What is up? Good to see you hanging out. Chop and Drop. The biggest community supporter there is. Chop, appreciate you, brother. Hope all is well. Got a lot of stuff to get to today, so but I want to get through saying good morning to everybody. Timbo, good morning. Appreciate you being here and watching my videos, supporting my channel. Kyle is up and out and about all the time. I see Kyle in everybody's chats. Durs, good morning, sir. Just watched your shout out video this morning. Your Friday positivity shout out video, really cool. Appreciate that. Always good to highlight some great community members. I'm going to be doing. We got some shout outs to do. We were hijacked a little bit last week by Comic Journey. We were on stakeout with Comic Journey in Queens. So I did do the shout outs, but we kind of missed them. So we're going to revisit those two channels. And we've got some other ones to do. So Neil, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Neil, what was the video Neil just did a card rip, right? Some baseball card rip. Roscoe is here. You got to check out some of the artwork that Roscoe's doing. He did Between the Lines last Monday night, and he did an amazing Stranger Things piece of artwork. It's just amazing. And we've got some C3 Comics Curing Cancer to talk about a little bit today. Roscoe's going to be a part of that, helping out with some of his artwork. Scotty Vaughn, good morning, sir. Just making sure I'm not missing anybody. Everybody's saying good morning to everybody. Appreciate everybody coming out. I know, depending on where you are, this could be early for you. So appreciate you guys. Jay is here. Good morning. Let's see. Just making sure I'm not missing anybody. Remy is here. And Remy's going to be part of the C3 event, so we'll get into that a little bit as well. Like I said, shout outs, Comic Book Community Award update. We got a bunch of stuff to get through. Cole and his mustache is here. Appreciate you being here, Cole. Oh yeah. That the spooky Bearded and Cole have a spooky cover challenge for this month. That's been fun. I've been seeing some great covers. People putting up, so that's cool. But yeah, let's get to a few things. Let's see. We'll start with breakfast. We have asked, and this was an idea that Master Blaster came up with. Asked people to send in their breakfast photos of things that they're having for breakfast. So last Sunday, I had a little over easy eggs with some crispy bacon and some sweet potato home fries. The New York Giants played in London, so this was a early morning football game. So got to eat some breakfast and watch some football. And then I think the only other where is my? Oh, there it is. The only other breakfast that got sent in this past week was from David, Main Event Comics and Wrestling. Let me just find that for you. He sent me in a little spicy chicken biscuit from McDonald's. So that's what he had for breakfast. So appreciate anybody that sends in. We've had a few others over the last couple of weeks sending in some stuff. So pretty cool. But let's talk a little bit about the Cole is not big on the crispy bacon. GarageCon. Where's that? I know Reggie Collects does one in November. Didn't know there was another one going on. Oh, you sent me one. All right, let's see. I didn't check IG before. Oh, all right, here we go. So Cole sent me some breakfast this morning. Let's share that. I've got too many windows open on my screen here, so let's get to that. There's what Cole's having. Was that a little steak and egg, little steak hash browns going on there? A little Tabasco in the background. Very nice. Very nice. Casey, okay. Yeah. Morning Legion, and Legion's going to be a part of the C3. So why don't we talk a little bit about the C3 event, and let me run the promo. So this is next weekend, next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the big C3 Comics Curing Cancer event, and here's the promo for the event. So this is a big community fundraiser. This started, I believe, last year. They raised a total of $18,000. $8,000. So we're looking to try to improve on that this year. Now, this is the schedule of events starting next weekend. It's kicking off on Marc's channel, Legion of Comics, the Friday Hangout Show. We've got Gary B., DJ Links on Friday, so they're going to be doing some stuff in the evening. Then we're going to be dedicating the Breakfast with Brian show next Saturday to Comics Curing Cancer. We're going to have some artists on. Madam Blaster and Philtastic Comics and Art will be coming on doing some artwork that we're going to be auctioning off. You have John's Comics with Kids will be doing a show on Saturday. Rob's got some stuff. He does his Only Slabs. Tilex, you got Remy Q, Burke Family on Sunday, and then Rob is doing a big auction here as well. So, the idea and the goal is to help raise money to fight cancer. And so we have a bunch of channels participating, a bunch of great giveaways. That should be the link for the donations as well. So we're going to be giving some prizes away. So people that donate, make a donation, I believe, of $25 or more, will get their name on the prize wheel. So, and we'll be doing, like I said, some live auctions of slabs and raw books and some exclusives, a lot of original art as well. So a bunch of things, happening. To support the event and hopefully raise, more, money than we did last year. So like I said, last year was 8,000, and we're trying to increase that this year, go beyond the 8,000. So a bunch of great channels in the community supporting this. Roscoe, I mentioned Roscoe earlier. He's going to be floating around doing some artwork for auction on a bunch of the shows. So just really a great event. So definitely, mark your calendars for next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Check out, and Rob Fat Stax is kind of organizing this all. He's going to be putting together a playlist of all of the shows, all of the scheduled shows, so you can check out his channel to see all of the details of kind of what I just showed on that spreadsheet. So So yeah, I think it's, I had heard about it last year. I made a donation. Now this year I'm getting a little bit more involved, so happy to help out. So yes, yeah. If there's anybody in the community has any items to donate, yeah, thank you, Mark, for that reminder. We're a lot of the channels are doing their own donations, pulling stuff from their own personal collections, or asking comic shops or artists that they have connections with for items. So if anybody has anything to donate, please let us know. Like I said, there's going to be some auctions of raw books, slabs, and then a big prize wheel for, like I said, anybody that makes donation. So a lot of stuff is going to be given away and auctioned off. So really do really do appreciate everybody who's involved and who's donating, contributing, all great stuff. So so pretty cool. So yeah, just kind of catching up on the chat. So that's the Comics Curing Cancer event. Like I said, scheduled next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So definitely check that out. Dale, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Fanboy Prime jumped in too. Appreciate you being here. So that's the big event. If you need any information, you can certainly reach out to me or reach out to Rob or anybody, Mark from Legion, DJ Links, Remy. Any of those guys can help you if you have any questions about that event. But we're hopeful that everybody will come out and support it. Make some donations and win whether in auction or on the prize wheel some great stuff. So. Comic Book Community Awards. Let's give a quick update on that. We are 4 weeks away. So 4 weeks and voting will close. So I know most of the chat. I'm sure the chat has voted. You guys have been very supportive. I appreciate that. But if you know anybody who hasn't, get out there and vote. There's a couple categories that are very close. A few votes could swing them. Tylox, good morning. Tylox will be helping out with the Comics Curing Cancer. He's doing a show Saturday night too. So, but Comic Book Community Awards, definitely, we're on the back nine. We've got, like I said, 4 weeks left. So, definitely vote if you have not. Will, good morning. Got to catch up with Will a little bit at New York City Comic Con last week. Chatted with him for a bit. We were waiting online to get in. I heard Will's voice behind me. I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds like Will. And we got to catch up. So that was cool. Comic Cap, good morning. Psychedelic. Yeah, and Psychedelic and I were chatted too, met. We were hanging around the short boxed booth and got to catch up. So that was cool. But on the Comic Book Community Award, so received this donation. So this is a prize that will be going out to one of the winners. So this is Avengers number 181. And this was donated, a 9/8 donated by My Slabs. So if you're not familiar with My Slabs sells comic book slabs. They sell carded, trading cards, sports cards, slab, and they also sell a bunch of wax packs as well. So unopened packs of vintage cards. But they donated this. So this is an Avengers 181. I mean, so just listen to this. John Byrne and Gene Day art, George Perez and Terry Austin cover, new Avengers lineup, first appearance of Scott Lang, who later becomes Ant-Man 2. Just an amazing cover, and just, a 9/8. Does it say? Yep, white pages. So this will be going out to one of the lucky winners in the Comic Book Community Award. So thank you, My Slabs. If you're not familiar with them, please go check them out. So really cool donation. And I'm working on a bunch of stuff behind the scenes for the Comic Book Community Awards. Getting the live show ironed out. A bunch of behind the scenes stuff, videos, and working on the trophies for this year and things like that. So excited, really getting excited. We're getting close. we're less than 2 months away from the actual event. So, yes, back 9. All right. So that's the update on the Comic Book Community Awards. Last I checked, I think we were about 580 plus votes in. So hopefully hit that 600 mark. And like I said, a bunch of the categories are very close. So a few votes could swing them in a different direction. So, Joffrey, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Making sure I'm talking so much, making sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Thank you, Neil. Appreciate that. Yeah, and I saw the comment about cooking breakfast. Yeah, we'll get back to that eventually. We'll have somebody come on. I mean, Neil has been the only one to come on and actually cook breakfast live for us, so I appreciate that. We did have, we were on Stakeout last week with Comic Journey. And he was messing with some people on the street. So, but yeah, we'll get back to that. Callie and Jordan, good morning. Appreciate you being here. I know I got to catch up on a few of your videos. I think you dropped a premiere last night. Let's see. All right. I can't wait either. I'm getting excited. Like I said, I spent some time yesterday, going over the trophies, because I have to order those, ahead of time, obviously. And we're going to make a slight change to the trophy design, very similar to what the trophy we had last year, but I'm thinking it's a little bit of an upgrade. We're going to hopefully include the CBC Award logo in the actual trophy. So excited about that. So, yeah, I'm the wheels are turning. I've got a bunch of stuff I got to take care of, just some of the coordination stuff with the show, but I'm excited. We're getting there. Yeah, I saw your big. I saw the big Tim Horton hit, the Sid the Kid card, autographed card that you won. That was pretty amazing. But let's get to our shout outs, because we were kind of interrupted with being on Stakeout with Comic Journey last week. So let's get to our shout outs. Get this channel a sub. So, and all of these links are down in the description, and I can always even just cut and paste them here. So these are 2 that I did last week, but we kind of got sidetracked a little bit. So the first one is DOSS Comics. Definitely need to go check him out. He's a newer channel. I think he's under 25 subs. So definitely want to show him some community support. And his channel is basically, he's showing off his collection. He does new comic book day hauls pretty much every week, a Wednesday or Thursday. And then he has some other videos where he's showing off his collection, basically cataloging his PC. So definitely want to go check him out. Link is down below, but I'm also dropping them in the chat. The next one is JDA3 Comics. Again, I think he's around maybe 125 subs. But you want to go check him out. Just, he does comic book hauls, shows off some of his favorite reads or books of the week. But just, a great guy, very excited and into comic books. So definitely want to go support him. And then the next 3 I have are all new channels that I discovered in the past week or so. So the first one up is Patriot Comics. Just discovered them. Like I said, these are all new to me channels, so I wanted to share them with you guys. So definitely go check out Patriot Comics. Comic hauls, unboxings, those type of things on his channel. But here's another one, GenXComics. Again, a new channel I just discovered. And Gen X is right in. I'm a Gen Xer, so definitely wanted to go support that channel. And then the last channel I have is Weird Science Comics. Again, just another channel that we should support. So just drop those in the chat. Yeah, no, I see Chop's comment here as I'm dropping the links. Get back to that so I'm not missing it. Yeah, JDA3, just when you watch his videos, the guy is just a big comic book fan. Batman, I believe, is his favorite character, so he shows off a lot of Batman. So definitely need to go check out these channels. Cool, yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate you guys doing that. Yeah, just a great bunch of channels, and channels, like I said, when I come across a new channel, try to highlight them, and then spotlight them, and hopefully get them some more attention from the community here. BLC is in the house. If you haven't checked out, Big Lion Cat just did he's doing a new live stream where he's actually at a local LCS. And yesterday I happened to jump into the chat and was hanging out. And he's like, hey, if anybody needs any books, let me know. I'll go look in the back and see if they have them. So I'm on a Miles Morales hunt. So it was like live shopping. I threw the books in the chat. BLC ran in the back and see if they had them. They didn't, but it was just really, really cool to kind of see. So definitely go check out his channel. And BLC's always doing giveaways and supports the community, doing a bunch of unboxings. I got to meet him at Terrific Con, so that was cool to catch up with him. He's a big Mets fan, so that's a good thing. Although our season ended a little abruptly, but fanboy, yeah, come on, he's a big Batman guy. And yeah, we're going to get to some of the books I read this week. And if you're not reading the current Batman run, you're missing out. The whole failsafe storyline has been really good. And Superman's in the Batman book. So, oh wow, okay. I didn't even, yeah. I don't do a lot on Facebook with I'm in a few comic book groups on Facebook, but between YouTube and Instagram, there's only so much time to balance everything. So, BLC saying good morning, everybody. Yeah, like I said, it's just I know, and there's a ton of Facebook groups, comic book groups. I'm in like maybe 4 or 5, but I don't really look at them a lot because it's just like I said, between Instagram, YouTube, there's so much to try and balance. All right, let me just see. So we did the shout outs, like I said, DOS Comics, JDA3 Comics, Patriot Comics, GenXComics, and Weird Science Comics. I dropped the links in the chat, but they're also in the description of the video. So please go check them out. Good bunch of channels. So thank you, BLC. Appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, it's a matter of, there's so much activity on Instagram and then on YouTube with so many great channels producing content. Like I said, I'll pop in on the Facebook groups and kind of check them out. But it's just it becomes so much to try and manage. So I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I mean, most of the other groups are really just buy and sell groups where people are just posting, auctions or books for sale, those type of things. So I don't pay too much attention to those groups on Facebook. So yeah, most of them are really just selling books, right? So it's pretty interesting. Fanboy, thank you. Appreciate you subbing those all up. I know, right? I think you're over 100 subs. I know there's a bunch of channels that have, kind of just hit some milestones. So the first 100, I think, is the toughest because then people start to know your channel, recognize your channel. So, wow, there's a ton of groups out there. and they say comic book collecting is a niche community, but meanwhile, I mean, you look at the amount of channels. I mean, there's a pretty good amount of channels on YouTube, Instagram. I mean, I'm probably following 4,000 or 5,000 different Instagram channels. So All right, Mike. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you coming by. And check out Mike. Mike is a comic book review nominated Comic Book Community Awards. He's been dropping a bunch of great reviews. And I mean, really, check out any one of the 5 nominated channels in the comic book review channel. Some great channels there. So, um, oh, cool. Thank you. Appreciate everybody doing that. Yeah, I think it is a little easier to kind of get those first, couple, maybe that first 100 because the community is growing. There's a lot of new channels, and the group is really supportive. I know Cat Fan Comics Man was on the grind to 200 as well, so he kind of, the YouTube game where you gain a few, lose a few. So, um, yeah, it's. I mean, I've seen it too. Like I bounced back and forth for 3 or 4 months between a couple subs, and then all of a sudden I grew by 10 or 15, and they stuck. So it just kind of seems to be hit or miss. You just sometimes you just never know. So yeah, I think I think it, there obviously is some benefit for being producing content actively. Not consistently, I should say, not actively, consistently. If you're dropping videos, a couple times a week or at least once a week on a certain day, I think if you're consistent, I think you can see the growth. And then obviously, hanging out in chats and letting others see you helps grow the channel. So, um, it takes a little work. It's it definitely you definitely have to invest some effort and some time. Um, so yeah, and I think that's you'll grow just over time. But I mean, if you really want to grow quickly, I think you really need to be. I think consistency. That's really the key. I'm doing as as much work as it can be sometimes. I'm doing like 3 videos a week, so your name kind of gets out there and people start to see some of your videos, and then the live, like I said, hanging out in the chat and letting others, other community members be aware of you, I think is um, the big thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I mean, I think it's just nice to have other people watching your content, right? I think that's the biggest compliment you can have, regardless of whether it's 50 people, 100 people, or 200 people, or whatever the number is. Um, I mean, we have 24 people in here hanging out with me this morning, so that's really great. So yeah, I think everybody's a little bit shocked. Like, I've heard people say, I helped inspire them to start their channel or do something with their channel. I know Trev has said that, a few other people, and it's like, wow, I'm just trying to stay involved with the hobby. So, um, well, I think if people realize that Zach was eating the gum from like 30 years ago when he opens up a pack of cards, I think more people would watch that. I think Zach's got to show his reaction when he's eating the gum on camera. I think that'll be I think that'll be the turning point for his channel. All right, Neil. Yeah. All right, BLC subbing everybody up. Appreciate that. Um, Yeah, I think it is. We instantly have that connection with the other channel because we have comic books in common, regardless of what we like. Whether you're a Marvel, DC, indie, horror, whatever it is, right? We have the collecting and comic books in common, and then it's great to then get to know somebody on YouTube and then get to meet them in real person, in real life. I met a bunch of people at New York City Comic Con, met some people at Terrific Con. So it's cool to then, shake their hand and, get to chat with them and hang out. So, Yeah, and I think there's a lot of people like that. It's really just a casual thing, right? You want to show off your collection, and for me, it was initially like staying connected. When I got back into collecting, was a good way to stay connected. A better connection with the hobby, and learn a little bit from others, learn about what other books are out there and things like that. So it's definitely a you know it's a community thing, right? So Big Lion Cat, thank you. He's subbing everybody up. uh, yeah, no, and and the thing too is, a lot of us, go, that we're going through some real life stuff, right? I mean, we've seen some ups and downs with people personally. They've had some things going on, bad weather destroying. Roscoe ran into some issues with his house last year or beginning of the year. People going through some real life stuff. So it's nice to have a little support, from a community like this. Sleepyn, good morning. Appreciate you being here. The NFT Guru. Definitely go check out his channel if you need any information on NFTs. Some great stuff. So yeah, I know. I thought I saw that too, Cole. And it's always fun to pop on somebody's channel and you realize that they've hit or are close to a milestone. So really cool. Yeah, I think so. Right? You're always eating the. So what did you had gum from like 1983 or 84 this past week? I know it was early 80s, and you know I think we need to see that reaction. You're eating it off camera, and we hear the disdain in your voice. Chewing on it. So I think we need to see that. Need to see that reaction. uh, some books I read this week. So let's talk a little bit about comics. Amazing Spider-Man number 11. Thought this was really good. Wasn't crazy about this cover, John Romita Jr. cover. But somebody mentioned, could this be like a homage to Scream? The Scream mask. Could be. I thought that might be. I don't know. I wasn't when you first look at this, I wasn't overly impressed with it. But so this is I'm going to be doing a review on this probably tomorrow. Hobgoblin's on the cover. We do get a new Hobgoblin. We don't know, or we get a Hobgoblin. We don't know who it is. Could be a Hobgoblin from the past. Could be somebody new. We're not really sure. It wasn't totally revealed in the cover. So where's Gene? I missed Gene. There he is. Morning, Gene. And Gene just had an unboxing too. He won some books from Chris the Comic Vet's 800 subscriber giveaway. So that was fun to watch. See some of the great books he picked up. And I have I'm going to be doing an unboxing on Monday. I have a win from Trev, the shipping guru, and Switch Comics. Some recent wins that I had. So I'm going to be doing that unboxing. Just catching up. Yeah. And that was one of the first videos I saw of yours, Scotty, was your video. It was very, heartfelt video about you talking about your past struggles in that. And that hooked me right away. I think that's great. I think it's great that people are including, some real life stuff. Nick's Kicks and Comics and Ignacio do a Thursday live stream, and they're breaking down a bunch of stuff. They are, they're talking about some real life stuff, and in a funny way, but some stuff that people sometimes need to hear. So that's the one thing I love about your channel is I'm sure there's people out there that are struggling with similar issues, and they need to hear somebody being supportive about it, and somebody who's gone through it. So. Russ is here. Good morning, Russ. I'm a little disappointed. Not disappointed. I was really enjoying Russ's video a day run, and then it kind of ended. It was becoming too much for him. So I missed those, but I understand doing a video a day could just be overwhelming. So, but definitely Russ. Russ, I think, has a live show tonight. I think this evening with Simple Simon. So definitely go check that out. I think 6 or 6:30. Russ, let us know. You've got a bunch of stuff. You've got Phil show at 11. Philtastic Comics and Art has a show. You've got Only Slabs this afternoon. You've got a bunch of stuff tonight and this afternoon. So, like I said, I think Russ has got one this evening. Yes, okay, 83. Right, I knew the gum was from like the early 80s. So yeah. I mean, if you want to see Zach eat gum from 30 years ago, go. 40, almost 40 years ago. Go check that out. So Spider-Man, I'm gonna just catch up on the chat, make sure. Oh yeah, I don't do spicy, so that would not be good for me. I can't do that. I do not do spicy. Doug, good morning. Doug was on Anachronic Comics last night. They did a big DC show talking all things DC, Superman, Batman, and their movie stuff. That was caught a little bit of that, so definitely go check that out. And Doug's been a busy guy. He's been all over the place. He was New York City Comic Con with Reggie, signing copies of Isolation. So definitely go check out. But the latest video was on Anachronic Comics, Joe's channel. Really cool. So yeah, he was out late. Out late hanging out with Joe, and he's up early with us. So appreciate it, Doug. Appreciate you stopping in. And I heard too. Isolation #2 is getting close to being printed. So be on the lookout for that if you're fans of Isolation. The first one, which you definitely need to go check out if you're not. Definitely a good. Definitely need to go check out Isolation from Doug, and Doug's the writer, so definitely need to go check that out. Okay, yeah, no worries. I know I sent I know there was a few books that I want on Chris's channel that I asked Chris to send over to you. So yeah, really cool. Yes. Yeah, no, I can understand. Yeah, there's nights where I'll just take a break. Like I'll like last night, I caught up on some of my shows, watched She-Hulk and Andor on Disney Plus, and then came to YouTube later on and caught a few of the live streams. So all right, so Russ's show was at 6:30 tonight. Him and Simple Simon, which is always those two hanging out is always fun. So, all right, little card rip. We got some. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat. So, oh, nice. Yeah. Now Will was down living in Artist Alley in New York Comic Con. So I'm interested to see his haul. I'm sure he's got some great some signatures, some remarks, a bunch of stuff. I'm sure. So. That's right. Cole had a birthday. I think Freaky Louie just had a birthday yesterday. A lot of October birthdays. I'm gonna catch up here. Catching up. Did I miss Joe? Or were we just shouting Joe out because of his show last night? Did great. It was a great show. Like I said, I caught a bit of it. So really cool. Bobby, good morning. Appreciate you coming out. We're gonna do a giveaway in just a little bit. Trying to awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, looking forward to that. I know a lot of people have enjoyed issue 1. I got my copies, picked up a couple additional copies at New York Comic Con. Had Doug and Reggie sign them for me, so really cool. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of people have had mixed reviews. A lot of people really didn't like it. I kind of took it for what it's worth. It's very similar to what She-Hulk did in the comics, breaking the third wall. Where they're kind of talking to the audience. So yeah, I've enjoyed Andor. I think it's a little slow. It's definitely been slow, but I thought this week's episode, was really good. We got a little bit more. We had some TIE fighter action going on. So it's not your typical Star Wars stuff. My son and I were talking about it. They haven't, you haven't even seen any stormtroopers or anything like that. There's been mention of like stormtroopers and things like that, but yeah, so far I've enjoyed it. I think the production quality of it, it's a bunch of stuff on location. I think it looks really good. It's shot really well. It looks like a film. So far so good. Thank you, Roscoe. Let's see, just catching up. And Tyler, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, let's get through a bunch of the other books that I read this week. So, talking about Star Wars, Star Wars Visions #1. Really enjoyed this. So, this is, Disney Plus had an animated Star Wars series that came out last year. A bunch of different creators put together their takes on Star Wars. I thought that was really good. And this kind of picks up one of the characters from that series in comic form. So, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. Captain America, Symbol of Truth. This is issue #5. Little Black Panther, Captain America battle going on. That was pretty good. I've been enjoying that series. Yeah, Daredevil is definitely interesting in She-Hulk. I mean, there definitely looks like they're taking a little bit different tone with Daredevil compared to the Netflix series. So we'll see where that goes. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I could see where She-Hulk could be boring to some people, and I know people complained about some of the special effects and things. Um, so all right, we've got birthdays, family birthdays on the same days. Nice. Yeah. See, so some people loved it, some people really didn't like it. Well, I don't know if that's true, right? Because one of the characters was mentioned as a former stormtrooper. So, um, yeah, I'd have to check the old Star Wars timeline. So, oh, is Dale's birthday too? Did I miss that? Oh, we've got a lot of October birthdays. Oh, nice. All right, now the giveaways. Trev is very generous with the giveaways, and always always finding some great 50-cent books. So, yep, Jay, I know you enjoyed that. I just saw your comment too. So, Dope is here. If you want to check out some pre-code horror books, go check out Dope Comics. Um, I mean, just some amazing books, some covers, some books and covers that I've never seen. I'm always amazed to watch Dope's videos because the stuff I've just never have never seen. So BLC is subbing everybody up. Appreciate that. Yeah. And the Coles and Bearded cover challenge that I just did. My top book was a book that Dope AOK'd to me. So definitely fit into the pre-code, or not pre-code, but horror genre for sure. 23, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Yes, happy birthday, Dale. Thunderbolts #2. This is, I think, now first appearance of a new character, Ergo. Pretty. This has been okay. I've been I've been enjoying reading characters that I normally don't read, so that was one of the reasons why I had picked up Thunderbolts, to kind of read some of those characters. Batman, this is what, 128. Jeb McKay, this has been really good. The whole fail-safe storyline. If you're not reading this, you're missing out. This is really the only Batman title I've been picking up, but this is really good. It's been really good, and you have Superman has been involved and a few others. So definitely, worth a read. Yeah, Kyle's got some extensive collection of some really old stuff. I know I was watching Slim Comics and More, and Kyle mentioned about maybe popping on and showing some 100-year-old cards, some collecting cards. So really cool. There he is, Comic Journey. If you haven't checked out Journey's the WTF series, maybe you shouldn't. But he's finding some crazy superhero related stuff. There's Main Event, and Main Event did we're talking Thunderbolts. He did a good review of it. So yeah, Jacob, I agree. Batman's been good. I'm glad. So I just started when Jeb McKay took over. I guess issue 125 of Batman, and I'm glad I jumped in because it's really been good. So, wow, BLC subbing everybody up. Appreciate that. Yeah, Cole, Journey and I did go out to dinner after New York Comic Con, and we did have dessert. So we didn't sing Happy Birthday, but we did have cake for his birthday. Yeah, definitely go check out Big Lion Cat. His channel is great. Does a bunch of live stuff, unboxings. He's always giving great prizes away. He is works with Jose from Spidey Powdered Tumblers and trying to grow his channel as well. So definitely go check him out. Yeah, BLC is he's a good guy. Good guy. We'll keep you awake. We'll keep you awake. Uh, Poison Ivy 5. Yes, Poison Ivy 5. This has been a fun little story. I've enjoyed it. It reminds me of the current run of She-Hulk, where it's more like backstory and relationship. There's not too much craziness action going on. Well, Poison Ivy definitely has a little bit more. So, but that's been a fun read, and I think that's a mini series, only six issues. Floppy bacon. Wow, we've got Cole and Fanboy who we're Team Crispy over here. And a couple of the independents I read this week. Grimm number 5. This has been okay. It's kind of this issue wasn't my favorite. This was really good. Junkyard Joe. This is a new kind of spin-off from Geiger. This is issue 1. This was really good. Definitely would pick this up if you're if you read Geiger and were a fan of it. This I picked up because I didn't realize it was a direct tie-in to the Judgment Day storyline. This was Star Fox. I was looking at maybe to get more of a little bit. I haven't read much Star Fox, so wanted to read that and see if there was any more background on it. But it was really just heavily tied into the Judgment Day, and so for me it was confusing because I'm not reading that. So, and then Hulk number 9. I think I'm going to give up on this series. It's just too confusing for me. Just all over the place storyline. I'm not really enjoying it. I'm 9 issues in. I kept saying I'll give it a chance, but I think I'm definitely gonna drop this one. So yeah, Gene, I know now that my time's been eaten up by hockey now. Yeah, the Rangers played. Have had 3 games this week, so definitely back on hockey. You've got baseball playoffs. You've got college football today, NFL. Yeah, right. What is wrong? Crispy. Yeah, Junkyard Joe was good. Definitely a good story. Let's see. Yes, Crispy. Team Crispy. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Team Crispy. Let's see. No, E-Man is here. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, some crazy stuff. I mean, it's amazing how many parodies, porn parodies there are out there of the superhero stuff. So, and did you catch, if you did watch She-Hulk this week, did you see there was an introduction and they did a little spin-off from the TV show, the 80s TV show with Lou Ferrigno. It was great. I really enjoyed it because I used to watch that show, all the time. So, floppy bacon is for savages. Well, Cole might be. All right, we're gonna do. We're 50 minutes in. I know. Let's do our giveaway. Let me share my screen. Let me share the screen, and we're gonna do hashtag C3. Where is it? So hashtag C3, right? We got the big event coming up next week. So drop that in. We'll do the random pull. Whoever wins will get the random pull from the short box of prizes. Well, where's Neil? Did Neil leave? What is Neil's take on bacon? No, that's the wrong hashtag, guys. All right, everybody entering in. Yeah, it was great. So the She-Hulk had a little, homage to the opening of the Lou Ferrigno. Why am I drawing a blank on Bruce Banner's character, the actual actor's name? But anyway, so C3 is Comics Curing Cancer. We're doing a big event next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to raise money for the American Cancer Association. So that's what C3 stands for. So big event next week, auction and giveaways and things like that to help raise money. Lucretius is here. Good morning. Lucretius is always in the chat. He's always lurking. Bill Bixby, that's it. Thank you, Kyle. I love Bill Bixby as an actor too. So I was surprised I was drawing a blank on his name. Yeah, love the Bill Bixby, Lou Ferrigno Hulk. Like I said, the She-Hulk does a little recreation of the intro to that show. So yeah, it's one of those shows where either people love it or hate it. There doesn't seem to be any in between with the She-Hulk show, but I think Werewolf by Night was really good. It's worth a watch. 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Kind of a one shot. So yes, this is true. That's right. Adam, good morning. Appreciate you being here. All right. We've got 29 in the chat. We've got 24. Give you guys another couple seconds here to put in the hashtag for a chance to win some comic books. Getting your peach? No, I don't remember that one. Psychedelic. All right. We're going to run this. We got 27, 29 in the chat. Here we go. Joffrey, congrats. Joffrey, I'm pretty sure you've won before, right? I've sent some books to you. So, all right, let me stop. Congrats on the win. Yeah, well, I think, there's so many people that have been affected by cancer, family members, things like that. So that's one of the main reasons behind the event, to help try to raise some money. So, all right, let's find out the books that Joffrey has won. We'll do some random pulls. So we've got Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, #1. Pretty cool DC cover. Let's see what we got. All right, we've got X-Men Classics. X-Men Classics number 70. Got the X-Men team on the cover there. Very nice. All right, where are we going? Here we go. Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, number 19. We've got a little, looks like Man-Thing there on the cover. Very nice. All right, we got 2 more. We've got Superboy and the Ravers, number 11. And we've got 1 more. Yeah, I mean, I think, there's so many people that are affected by it, right? And all right, we've got Marvel Super Action. This is number 4. Little 35-cent goodness. So, Joffrey, congrats. Those are your books. A little mix of new and old. So I'll get those sent out. I'm pretty sure, like I said, pretty sure I have your address. If not, I'll get you on IG. So let's see. Yeah, that's a lot to be going through. So good luck with that. Thoughts and prayers to the family. But so yeah, I think we covered everything. I think we covered everything today, right? And I think we're just up against the clock here, and Phil is going live at 11. So definitely need to pop over to his channel. I'll be there. Phil, if you're still here, probably not. You probably ran to go get ready. I will be there for a little bit. Got some errands to run this morning, so but I'll try to jump in. Yeah, I mean, you just, and that's the one thing we mentioned earlier, right? You just never know. Oh, cool, brother Joe. Thank you. I appreciate. I'm glad they got there. They got there good. Yeah, I always enjoy, sending out books to community members. Always good. So, just catching up on the chat. Everybody wishing E-Man well with family and that. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, no, main event was here. Sometimes you gotta, it's weird. The chat, sometimes if you go to the top of the chat, Neil, you can see there's a little drop down arrow, and you can do top chat or live chat. Mine always defaults to top chat for some reason, and sometimes I miss people. So so yeah, I noticed that recently, because there was sometimes somebody, I was missing people in the chat. So yeah, appreciate everybody coming out this morning. Everybody I hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you guys spending your Saturday morning with me. A lot of different stuff going on over the weekend, and I hope you guys will definitely check us out next weekend for the C3 event, Comics Curing Cancer. Like I said, we're going to be giving away a bunch of stuff, auctioning off a bunch of stuff, some original art, some great stuff. So, no, nobody blocked you, Neil. Come on. You're his wrestling champion over there, right? You're still the champ, I think, right? Nobody took you down yet. So, oh wow, that is weird. Maybe unsub them and resub them, see if that clears it up. That's weird. But thanks everyone. I appreciate, like I said, appreciate everybody coming out, spending some time with me this morning, and subbing everybody up, and just supporting everybody. It's really we're part of a great community, so really do appreciate that. And I am looking forward to Zach eating gum from 30 years ago next week on his Jank Pack Thursday. So be on the lookout for that. And I'm going to be doing some card rips next week. I'm going to be doing. I have a box of, I guess it's a box of the Marvel metal cards, Spider-Man cards. So I'm going to be doing that. So I'm hoping I land a nice Spider-Man card in that book. So yeah, enjoy your day, everybody. Again, appreciate you guys coming out this morning. Jump over to Phil's channel. He is going live this morning, and we'll leave you with something. Let me just see what that something is. Well, you know what we'll do. We'll leave you with the LCS dancers. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks.
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
You're still here? It's over. Go home.